Welcome to the channel, viewers. With Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. One of the things that I'm struggling with at this point in my life is the hostility, the presumed guilty verdict until proven innocent by adult children of mothers. You're guilty until proven innocent by adult children of these single mothers. And it's a curse. And it's not a very nice curse. It's a very real curse. And a lot of people are on the end of it. These women will hide men from their children. The children have got it over them. They have no transparency at all with them, and this leads to tremendous trouble, because when the attention shifts from the adult children who have been sucking the life out of the parent, and the parent giving it to them, creating little emotional vampires, little surrogate husbands and wives, depending on what the combination is. You apply the combination to your situation. I'm sure there's all different ones. These people, they put you in a situation where you are wondering what level of maturity is really going on here. Because for the most part, there is none. What I mean by that is, there is none in terms of how they're going to navigate your position in their life. Now, you'll hear the stories of those that have gone before you and how bad they are. That's what you're going to be when you've won out. That's what the perception, that's what you will be by the time you've had your innings with this person. You'll just be another bad person who has had a try at a relationship with the person, and it'll all be influenced and ran by the children in the background. Now, this would be resonating with many of you in the sense that this has happened to you. You haven't realized that behind the scenes there's people pulling the strings. They're manipulating the situation. They're sabotaging who you are. These days, unlike my mum, she'd have a man there and it had nothing to do with us. These days, if the children don't give clearance to the situation, or it might upset the children, adult children, then they'll hide you from them. This is how much influence these people have got over these parents. Now, I've seen this from 35-year-olds right through to 60-year-olds. And it seems that the older they get, the worse it becomes. And it's relentless. It doesn't stop. You're at the mercy of the moods of their children. You're at the mercy of the moods of the people themselves. And it goes on and on and on and on. In the end, you're just a servant to this person, so long as they can fit you in around the moods and the responses of their children. Now, being someone that's aware of all this and has experienced it over and over again, and watching the idiocy of it all, and being surprised by how immature some people are, how diabolically immature some people are. And I say that because these people know how to use these situations to manipulate when they want to see you and when they don't. And I can remember in my last relationship, I started the YouTube channel, and it was all about female nature. And I just got a funny feeling it trod on some corns inside the girlfriend at the time. She couldn't cope with it. She had her habits and things that she was trying to hide under the surface, so far as to keep the relationship going and to maintain her habits. But on top of all that, she had this child, this adult child, that was no different to a primary school spoiled brat, destroying himself and thought he knew everything. Not aware at all of, really aware at all of what I'd seen in life and what I'd done in life, and had no clue whatsoever. And I think she took it all for granted as well. They had not even started getting anywhere. Car, cupboard, microwave, frying pan, fridge. 2 fridges I got from them. These boys that, knew everything about the world and how it works, couldn't even organise their mother a fridge. I had her a fridge in 5 minutes. Good fridge, cheap too. Done the job until she was ready to sort out whatever she was going to do. But these people hate you. They'll hate you, they'll despise you, they'll work behind your back to try and get rid of you. They'll do what they can to undermine you. They'll have no remorse about ruining the effort that you've put into the mother. I take my hat off to my mother. I salute you, Mum, because you never let us, if you can hear me, get in the way of your relationships. And all I seem to be running into are these women that have surrendered their lives to these adult children to such an extent that they're putting their bodies on and souls on the line, and then like a little naughty child going back to the adult son or the father to the daughter and handing themselves in like they've robbed a bank, hand themselves into the FBI. These people are selfish. These children, they're selfish. They despise anyone that's going to take away the supply of the parent from them. They get nervous that the inheritance will go to somebody outside the family. They get insecure because they're still on the boob of their mother. The mother really just stays idle, which is so unattractive. It's not funny. They keep turning up until you say no more, which should be sooner rather than later. And overall, it's just an out-and-out mess. An out-and-out mess. And from my experience, it's a mess that I've never been able to fix. It wears you out. It tears you down. It indirectly undermines you. It directly attacks your psyche in a way of what I would describe as emotional vandalism. And it's absolutely relentless to the point that it's hard to want to continue on. As a matter of fact, it's not wise to continue on. So, but it's happening every day, it's happening all the time, and it's relentless, absolutely relentless, and they don't stop. They just don't stop. Who do you blame? Well, I think at the end of the day you have to blame yourself, because it's up to you to decide if you're in the right environment or not. It's not a matter of whether the person's good or bad or not. It's a matter of what you're going to tolerate and how far that person's going to go for you. I'm finding that a lot of these mothers are so clever. They're coming to visit the boyfriend rather than take the boyfriend home. That shows an element of doubt right from the start. And you have to be very careful where all this is going to end up for you, because these people, they've got no conscience when it comes to how you feel, what they do to you, and where things end up. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Bye for now.